Is the Middle East on the brink of an all-out war? As tensions rise in the Middle East, the world is watching a ticking time bomb. The recent Hamas attack and the subsequent events in Gaza have set the stage for a potential regional conflict. The involvement of power players like the US, Iran, and Israel further complicates the situation. Iran's support for Hamas, coupled with Hezbollah's threats, have heightened the risk of a larger conflict. Meanwhile, the US has strategically deployed resources near Israel, ready to intervene if significant threats arise. The stakes are high, and the world watches with bated breath. Israel, a nation at war on three fronts, engulfed in a conflict that began with the Palestinian territories, Israel now finds itself in a three-way war involving Lebanon and Syria as well. The spark that ignited this conflict was an attack by the Palestinian militant group, Hamas. In response, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu declared war on Hamas, setting the stage for a conflict that would soon spill over into neighboring territories. As the war escalated, the Lebanese group Hezbollah entered the fray, launching rockets at Israeli positions in support of the Palestinian resistance. This added another dimension to an already complex situation, transforming a two-front war into a three-front conflict. In the midst of this chaos, the United States has stepped in with military support for Israel, deploying additional assets to the region. This move underscores the growing concern about the potential for this conflict to affect the wider Middle East. On the horizon, Israel is preparing for a ground invasion of Gaza, aiming to dismantle Hamas's operational infrastructure. Yet, with each passing day, the human toll of this conflict becomes increasingly apparent. As the dust settles, the death toll rises, and the conflict shows no signs of slowing. In the shadows, a new threat emerges. The specter of unmanned warfare looms large over the Middle East. Recently, an Iranian defense factory in Isfahan fell victim to a drone attack, a minor but significant event in this intricate geopolitical puzzle. There were no casualties, but the event sent shockwaves through the region, the echoes of which are still being felt. Interestingly, the assault came amidst escalating tensions between Iran and Azerbaijan, adding another layer to this complex narrative. This isn't an isolated incident. Over the past few years, Iran has been at the receiving end of numerous attacks on its facilities, some of which have been attributed to sabotage. Israel, a nation known for its advanced drone technology, often finds itself under the lens of suspicion. The implications of these incidents on the ongoing conflict are profound. They serve as a stark reminder of how the dynamics of warfare are shifting, how the battleground is evolving. With every drone strike and every rocket launch, the Middle East inches closer to a precipice. What does the future hold for the Middle East? As we've journeyed through the escalating tensions, the multi-front war involving Israel, and the potential for a broader conflict roping in Iran and the US, one thing is clear: the stakes are high. The outcomes and consequences of this conflict could reshape the geopolitical landscape, affecting not just the region, but the entire world. The complex dynamics, the multiple actors, the threats and the interventions all contribute to an uncertain future. As we look to the future, we can only hope for a peaceful resolution. For now, the Middle East remains a ticking time bomb,